Alright, what's going on everyone out there? In this video I'm going to show you what you should be doing to get your snowblower ready for storage. So if you're watching this video, I'm hoping that we're going to start having a lot of nice weather coming. So I'm going to drain my fuel and I'm going to take my spark plug out and I'm going to spray some lubricant in there. I'll show you how to do that. And then I'm going to do some other steps if you want to follow along. But I'll let you know after I get done with them steps. You can put it in the storage if you want. Or you can follow along all the way till the end. Alright, if you do this whole entire thing, you're going to need maybe some paper towels or a rag, something to drain your oil in. You're going to need maybe something to drain your fuel in. I'm going to use some ceramic spray, some white lithium grease. I'm going to use some 5W30 oil, some fogging oil, some grease, a funnel. You could use either a wrench or a socket wrench. Mine is, what is this? An 11/16. Yours might be a different size. I'm going to use some vice grips and just a little pair of pliers. Yeah, that was my kid. My first step is going to be draining all the fuel out of my fuel tank. Oh, there we go. There wasn't much fuel in there. Alright, after you get all your fuel drained out, if yours was like mine, now you probably didn't even have to drain it out. When I looked down in there, it looked like there was more fuel in there than that. But now I'm going to take mine and open my garage door up and start this up and let the rest of the fuel burn up in this. Alright, that only took a couple minutes, so I'm going to try to start it one more time just to make sure that's all out of my carburetor. Then I'll show you how to make sure you drain the rest out. There might be a little bit stuck down on the bottom of that carburetor. I think I'm good to go. Now look around, you should have something that looks right like that. That's your carburetor. Right here. And you're either gonna have you may have a drain plug, or maybe like the plug like back here, I can push on that and it's gonna drain all that fuel out. So I'm gonna drain that out. Oh, yeah, see, that's a mess. There, I got it soaked right into my paper towel. Alright, my next step is I'm going to take my spark plug out and then I'm going to use some of my fogging oil to spray that down in that cylinder so that doesn't rust up over the summer. I forgot to tell you I was going to use a socket for that. Mine is an 11 or a 13/16, and I do have this is a spark plug socket. There's a rubber down inside there so you don't break your spark plug. So if you're not using one of them, be real careful. Alright, take your spark plug out. Put some of this fogging oil down in there. Now, just so I don't forget to tell you, when you go to start this for the first time next year, you might get a little smoke coming out of it because of this. It'll be okay. Just spray this down here maybe 3-4 times. Like different ways, like. All right. That's it with that. Now I'm going to pull my pull cord just to get that cylinder to go up and down a couple times to lubricate that. Should be real easy without a spark plug in there. All right. Now you can put your spark plug back in there. Don't put that on too tight. It doesn't have to be real tight. All right, at this point, you got your tank drained, you got your carburetor totally empty from all your fuel, and you lubricated your cylinder so that doesn't rust out over the summer. You can put it in your storage if you want, or you can keep following along to see my other steps that I'm going to do. All right, now I'm going to drain all my oil out and put some new oil in this, so that will definitely be ready to go next winter. So this is where I'm going to use my vice grips. I'm going to clamp them on. You should have, most of them will have like a metal pipe coming out like this to drain your oil out of, but I don't want to. I'm going to put my vice grips on there so I don't accidentally untwist it from here. So just put that on there. Don't have to be real tight. And then take this off. Loosen your fill cap up here where your dipstick is. It should drain out a little better. All right, while I'm waiting for that oil to all drain out, I'm going to take some of my ceramic spray and I'm going to spray this all over this machine and just wipe it in with a paper towel. If you didn't see my other video I have on this, this stuff really helps that snow not clog up and stick all over your machine when you use this in the winter. So I'm just going to do this so this is ready. And I think it'll also help some of the stuff from rusting. Plus it makes it smell pretty. I'm going to put some of this down in the description if you want to see what I'm using. That ceramic spray really works awesome on my truck. It's way easier than waxing your entire truck. I can spray that ceramic spray on my truck and I'm done in like a half hour, 40 minutes. Compared to like back in the day, it took you a couple hours. Wax on, wax off, you know, like Karate Kid. This new ceramic stuff is pretty nice. And while you're doing this, you should have your spark plug unplugged. So some crazy reason that thing don't try to start up on you. All right, while I'm here at the front too, a lot of these snow blowers will have Zerk fittings right here on your impeller. So maybe put a couple squirts of grease in there. I have 4 of them, 2 on each side. When you squirt that in, you'll probably see it shoot out here in the end. When I put grease on this side, I'm going to see it shoot out there. Yeah, there we go. All right, looks like it's done draining. Put my cap back on and I'm gonna fill this back up. You shouldn't have to put that on there too tight. Alright, your snowblower, like I said, should have a spot that looks similar to this. This is where your dipstick's at. This is where we're going to fill the oil back up. So pour that dipstick out. Wipe that off. Now, if you have the same exact snowblower that I have, there's going to be, when I fill this back up, there's a little spot right here at the top. It says full. So I'll know when that's full. This is probably only going to take a little more than a quart. So don't overfill it. So if you have a big container like I got, look at it, see where the oil is at, so you know you don't put more than a quart in there. Not quite sure how much this holds, I can't remember. I'm going to put a little less than a quart and just check it. And also, when you dump your oil in there, you're going to want to let it kind of settle a little bit. Alright, that looks pretty good. I think I had just a little under a quart that I put in this, so just watch you don't overfill it. Just take your time. Alright, this is what it looks like inside. This part right here, you do not want to get grease on that, because this is what's going to spin your tires. This part here, when you put this in gear, this part is going to hit that and spin your tires. So do not do that. So we're going to take and put a paper towel over that so I don't accidentally get any grease on that. And I'm going to grease up these gears, and I'm going to grease up this, and then I'm going to go and shift it just to, you'll see this piece go back and forth. So let's put some on here. Try to wipe off some of the excess. Put some on my paper towel and put it on here. And shift this a little bit. Enough. Alright, I got everything greased up in there that I want greased up. I'm going to put my belly pan back on, and I cleaned my belly pan up. It was pretty bad in there. I used some of the Super Clean. I don't know if you've ever used this stuff. This stuff works awesome. Check out my video I have on cleaning my wife's engine on her CRV with this stuff. It was really easy. I'll put a link to that at the end if you want to check that out. Alright, that's about it. I got my oil changed. I sprayed some fog oil down inside my cylinder. You might want to plug in your spark plug so you don't forget when the snow starts flying again. You wonder why you can't get that started. I drained my fuel out, so now I can pour some brand new fuel in that in the beginning of winter. I greased up a few of the gears. Alright, well that's about it. I hope this video helped you out getting your snowblower ready to put it away for storage. Please leave me a comment down below if this helped you out. That really helps me out on YouTube. And give me a thumbs up for this video. Thank you very much. God bless and have a great summer.